Hello YouTube, my name is Kevin McLemore and welcome to Design Your Future. Good afternoon, my name is Kevin McLemore and welcome to another episode of Design Your Future. I know on this channel we talk a lot about finance, a little bit about the political arena depending on what's going on, but just for a moment I'd like to do something a little different from our normal content. 2020 has been a very, very difficult year for a lot of different people and for a lot of different reasons. To start off, we are still going through this pandemic, COVID. Thank God it has been a vaccine developed. They should be starting to administer it tomorrow. So hopefully good news will come from that. Mid-February we had a drop in the stock market, about 30%, the greatest drop since the Great Depression. Thousands of millions of jobs have been lost. People are just in turmoil right now. And it seemed like the government can't get it together enough to be able to push out another stimulus, which the economy desperately need. So just for a moment, I'd like to talk to you about being stuck or how to get unstuck. And I feel like this is a very, very important thing that we should talk about during these times. Now, if you're stuck, there's a couple of questions that you need to ask yourself. What area are you stuck in? See, we have to identify and narrow down different aspects in our life so we can be able to identify, group what it is in order to break it down and solve it. There are many aspects in our life that we could be stuck in. Financially, and like I said, because the economy, people that lost jobs, it's probably a lot of people that are stressing around finances right now. You know, it could be finances, relationship, job related, or any plethora of things. Now, once you done pinpointed what part of your life you're stuck in, or you're not having any movement in it, we need to identify where we think we should be at that time, or where do we think we want to go. And when we get that picture, we need to figure out where we at presently in order to be able to fill in that gap and see what we're missing in order to get to our destination, in order to become unstuck. So for instance, a simplified example, let's say we are feeling stuck in our finances. So finances, we have identified that finances is the problem that we're having in our life right now, that we're feeling stuck in. So we can eliminate, housing problem, job, relationship, or whatever, and focus on finance. Now, we need to set a goal, or we need to know where we want to be and why are we really feeling stuck. So finance is the point, or the thing in our life right now that we're feeling stuck in. Why are we stuck? Because we feel like we should have $2,000 in the bank. So that's the goal. Now we need to see where we at currently. Say we got no money in the bank. So that gap to get to where we want to be is $2,000, right? So since it's $2,000, we know where we at, so we know what we need to work on to get there. So we got the problem, so then we need to find a solution. So we could say, pick up an extra job, pick up more hours at the job, start delivering pizzas, or whatever we need to do to generate more income in order to get to that $2,000 mark. Now, if we can't pick up any more jobs because of the pandemic, because there's still a lot of places that not allowing workers to work and people are still working from home, we might need to look at what we're spending in order to cut back on our spending, so we can have more left over at the end of the month to save in order to make it to that $2,000 goal, so we can start feeling unstuck. Now, this is a very simplistic idea and a very simplistic example, because if you are in your life and you do have a legit reason why you're feeling stuck and you cannot get any movement in your life, the thing that we need to focus on, we don't need to focus on the problem that resulting from it. We need to focus on the underlying cause, right? So yes, if finances is the point in your life where you're feeling stuck, we can focus on the money part, picking up a side job or whatever. But that's going to give you temporary relief. We need to look at what is going to actually solve the problem. And most of the time, when we look at solving the problem, it usually has to do with us. So usually when we feel stuck, we need to evaluate our life and the way that we thinking about things in order to make a change, and not just fixing the problem. We need to fix the underlying cause so that we won't have this problem come up again. And to do that, we need to change our mindset most of the time. Now, no matter what point in your life or what in your life you feel stuck in, you usually can get out of it with changing your mind. And I know that sounds very, very simple and very simplistic, but it's a hard thing to do, because usually when we're doing something, it's a habit, and it takes a lot to break a habit, right? But to break the habit, we must focus and pinpoint on things that we need to turn from in order to get us on the right track. And as a saying goes, where you focus your energy is where the energy goes, right? So we need to focus on what we need to do and put all our energy towards it so that we can move towards that thing. So going back to the money, being stuck in your finances, maybe you're a spender, maybe you don't believe in budgets, or whatever it may be. So in order to change your mindset, we gotta start looking at money differently. So maybe we need to start a budget and read and educate ourselves on budgeting and how to save money, how to be financially wise with money. Because the more you learn, usually the more you earn. So education and the things that you're trying to get unstuck in is critical to change your mindset. Because the thing, and another big thing, if you are around people that think like you, that's another big problem. We need to be around people that have a different thought process than us. So if I'm a spinner, I don't need to be with another spinner, because if I'm trying to save money and I'm a spinner and my buddy is a spinner, we all gonna motivate ourselves to go spin, right? But if you have a friend that mindset is saving and investing, whenever you get that urge to spend, your other buddy can be like, hey, look, maybe we shouldn't spend this. So the moral of the story is, whenever you feel stuck or you can't advance in life, don't just work on the problem at hand. Try to find the underlying problem and work on that. Remember, we control our lives. No one else does. So if there's a problem that need to be addressed, we need to address it, and it usually starts with us. So don't look out to other people to help us to solve our problems. We need to figure out what area we're stuck in, what we want to be, research how to get there, and make up in our mind to change for the better in order to get there, and work towards changing. So, with that being said, can you please like and subscribe to this channel, and subscribe and smash the notification and thumbs up, and write a comment if you have any thoughts on this video. Thank you. See you next time.